Hello, guys, and welcome. My name is Amos Waterbury. Sometimes I go by Chef Judah or on Instagram as Cooking Cowboy 95. Anyways, I'm here to let y'all know that life is full of all kinds of opportunities. I know this, and that is why I have endeavored to make every part of my life be fun and also engaging. Uh, First off, let me say I am from the great state of Texas. Now, Texas, as we know, is one of the best states that has a good political system. And when I say that, I mean our governor and even the mayor are such wonderful people and very supportive. Thank you so much, Greg Abbott, for all you do for Texas. Also, Ted Cruz, thank you so much. Also, all right, guys. So going into that, you know, just as they are here for us in Texas, um, I think it's important to know that we should kind of in life make sure that we are doing what's best, not only for ourselves but others. Um, since the mayor and governor and senator are you know doing their best, and they still have their own lives through all this COVID and everything. Um, it's wonderful that they are doing what they can to support. I say this not just as a shout out, but a very much thank you and gratitude, and a lot to our president as well, Donald J. Trump. Anyways, the point is that if we can uh, figure out how to make every part of our lives and what we do fun, whether it be our job, whether it be a vocation, because there is kind of a difference. A job might not be exactly what you want to do, right? But it's making money, it's paying the bills. A vocation is more along the lines of, just making your dreams reality, etc. So, I have a few things, and one of them is a three-step, uh, I guess, starter, if you will, to making what you do enjoyable. And I'm going to get into how this has helped me and how it is helping me to make my businesses start to become true. I know I don't have them started, but we are working towards that uh, goal, and pretty quickly. And I have a steady job, making some money, and we're just using this to build up. After paying the bills, obviously, uh, you know, what we need to get started. So, one thing is life, vision, and goal or resolution. Um, I said vision, but it could be dream. So, life, dream, and resolution or goal. What I am getting at here is whenever we put these things up on the table or on the board, and we say, okay, one, two, three. All right. And the reason why I went like this for resolution is it brings it together. We got life, we got our dream, makes resolution. But in order to make it a resolution, we have to start working toward it, right? And that comes into making things enjoyable. All right. So I'm Amos Waterbury. I am a CEO, and although the businesses are not, at this moment in full swing, are in development, and you know, one of them active being Hased Culinary Creations. I am a chef. I graduated out of a school, Culinary School of Fort Worth. It is the second best in the United States, down from the Culinary Institute of America, um, locations in Hyde Park and in California. But anyways, I learned in culinary school that doing your best is what makes you successful. What you do best will reap you dividends in the end. Okay, so what do I mean by dividends? Dividends are those things that are going to multiply. If you ever done math, you know that if you multiply, all those multipliers can be divided into several things. So it doesn't have to be one thing. You can have multiple things that you want to do, but when you divide it, you can see the different steps. For instance, I have graphic design, I've got cooking, I've got, audio visual, online church, just to name a few. And I love life, and I just want to be successful in it and also have a fun time. And even with this COVID that is going on, at this time I just happened to be making this video as I was requested to make one, tell me a little about myself, but also kind of get my name out there. But we are in the time of the COVID, and I think there's no better time to realize and kind of set a focus, for those three things, our life, our dream, and then resolution. What is about our life? Like, whenever we die, is there something that we want people to remember us by? Or are we, just going through life, and, when we die, that's the end of us. We don't really care. Well, I'm here to tell you it's good to care. And I'm going to tell you that when you take these three things and you always put them in front of you, even at the beginning of the day, it's surprising how it will help you build up that momentum in your life to see your dreams and your realities come true. All right, so a little more about me. I'm from Texas. I was born and raised. In 1995, my parents were in Grand Prairie at a nursing home, and which time I was born in the morning at I said nursing home, I meant a birthing center. And it wasn't, just one time. I'd gone up there like 3 times, and I was finally born the 4th time, right? So I gave my mom a little bit of trouble on that, but I finally decided, whoop, I want to get started in life, and she birthed me. And I was kind of a heavy baby, but not exactly fat, just a little bit heavy. But I was healthy, and I learned at a very young age that excellence is the best policy, if you will. Whenever we go through life, if we set for excellence, then that's going to pave the way for a very successful life and career, etc. I'm not saying you're not going to have bumps along the way, but certainly you'll know what to do when you come against them. Okay, so I was born, grew up in a great household, and at which time I was homeschooled, and really had great teaching, and my parents did the absolute best that they could. I think, when I look at it, my dad, although we do disagree, taught me a lot of things, and I observed some things maybe uh, that could teach me, um, and whether it be that he taught me or something that he did, and I, saw the opposite side and what it should be. Um, so there's another thing is I'm very um, mindful of what people think, and also I'm constantly evaluating myself. So if you want to get to know more about me, go ahead and check me out on all platforms. My name is Amos Waterbury on social media. Um, I go by Amos as it's my real name on Facebook. On Instagram is Cookin' Cowboy. It's COOKN underscore cowboy 95. So check me out there. I also have an email, amos.waterbury@gmail.com. We also have Hased Music at gmail.com. Hased Music Official at gmail.com. And there you can go. You can send me an email about music ideas, etc. We also have a great email for our culinary creations, which we are going to set up, as well as the businesses. So I'm going to just go over again. The very first one is Hased Culinary Creations. Then we have Hased Music. Then I have Hased Wood and Leather, which is the craft side. I do wood, leather, incorporated all together. And then Hased Detail and graphic design. All right, so I hope you will look into all of this. Check me out on Instagram, Facebook. You can check me on Facebook by looking at the pages on my profile. And for Instagram, look up Hased Music. I'm on there. As well as my business for Hased Culinary Creations on Instagram is Triple C Official. So check that out. All right, guys. Well, maybe you are encouraged. Maybe you have an insight to start to better yourself. And this is brought on by some videos that I've seen. But this is a new kind of outline that I think is great to start your day with in any part. Is think about your life, the dreams, and then your resolutions. What are you going to do? You have your life, what you know of yourself. You have dreams you want to do. What are you going to do to, move those forward? Well, it's your choice, and I'm just here to encourage you guys. If you want to reach out to me, you can either do my email, amos.waterbury@gmail.com. That's my main email. And I also have an email, Hornstin, which is my nickname as a child, at eml.cc. I live in Waco, Texas. I'm a proud resident of Texas for over 20 years. And, coming up to after the next 5 years, we'll be 30 years old. So getting ever closer to that halfway point, as I've already passed back in February, being a quarter of a century year old. 25 years old. All right, guys. Well, I hope you have something, and do check me out on Instagram, Facebook. Also, I'm Amos Waterbury on Twitter, and hit me up. You can also look me up on my website, which I will be introducing, and you will find this video on my website. I will let loose this information, and by the time you have done watching this video, you have already visited my website. I'm Amos Waterbury, and happy to move the future forward, not only in my life, but yours. Thank you so much.